Now, everyone in this game always hypes up Q4 and Christmas sales, but what happens on December 26th? Retailers panic. They have warehouses absolutely full of unsold Christmas stock, gift sets and seasonal items that they need gone immediately. For an Amazon seller, the January sales are an absolute goldmine. I have made thousands in profit just buying stock that retailers are selling at 70, 80 or 90% off. And today I'm going to be talking you guys through my Q1 strategy. So let's get into it. Now, a lot of people think that come 26th of January, once all the Christmas shopping is done, or maybe even a couple of days before that, the spending just stops. Everything turns into a ghost town and every Amazon seller is basically crying because their sales have disappeared. But this really just isn't the case unless you sell super seasonal stock. I've actually found almost the opposite. Typically, year on year, I mean, I've been doing Amazon for about 3 years now. Each year, my January has actually beaten out December for sales. Meaning I've literally made more in January, the month where everyone always cries about how sales are so slow, than I did in the biggest month of the year, in the run up to Christmas. And there are a couple reasons for this, so let me explain. Firstly, we've got the gift card economy. A whole bunch of people are getting gift cards at Christmas from relatives that, don't really know them, or to be honest, I quite like gift cards. It means I can pick something I actually like. And they're spending those gift cards after Christmas on those January sales and on Amazon on the products that I sell, which is obviously great news because it means that the sales don't kind of disappear in January. To be honest, it does get a little bit slow in the second half of Q1, come like late February, March sort of time, but January still bangs. And the other reason January also always does pretty well for me is because Q4 gives you so many buying opportunities. You've got Black Friday, you've usually got Prime Day as well. There's always a whole bunch of sales in Q4, which means you can buy up a huge amount of stock at a huge discount in November, December sort of time, and flip it all in the coming months in Q1. Now, of course, if you're watching this video, I'm recording it in January, so a little bit late to capitalize on Black Friday and all those sales in Q4. So let me run you through exactly how you can make the most of the current month that we're in and the current sales that are going on. So I'm going to break this video up into two sections. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about retail arbitrage and the opportunities you can get doing retail arbitrage this time of year. And then secondly, I'm going to talk a little bit about OA, or online arbitrage, which is where you're just buying stuff online. So what stores should you be targeting this time of year for retail arbitrage? So a big thing that a lot of retailers will have loaded up on, which sell really well at Christmas, is gift sets. I'm sure we've all received a Lynx Africa gift set at one point during our lives, or some other kind of deodorant body wash sort of combo, and these are super common. These sell like nothing else during Q4, but in Q1 they do slow down quite a lot because obviously unless you've got birthdays and stuff coming up, people just aren't really buying so much. Now, Boots and Superdrug are two stores that load up heavily on these gift sets. Tesco's another one, to be fair, that I've seen a lot of gift sets at, and you'll often find these gift sets reduced by 50 to 80% at some of these stores. Now, the way that Boots and Superdrug and a lot of these stores operate is they're selling this stuff through people just walking into their store and buying it, which means those gift sets just aren't really selling this time of year. But on Amazon, a lot of those gift sets do still sell. A lot of these sets do sell all year round. They have a crazy spike at Christmas where they might sell like 2, 3, 4,000 units in a month. But all year round, some of them do still sell, 50 and 100 units a month, which is still plenty of demand for us to make a profit. So just because Boots and Superdrug can't shift it, doesn't mean you can't online on Amazon. So you can literally just buy up these gift sets as they are, flip them as they are, and make a whole bunch of money. It really is that simple. Now, you can actually go the extra step, which is breaking up gift sets into their kind of individual components and selling those components separately. This is something that people do all year round, or even, before Christmas. But this time of year, because you're able to get these gift sets at such huge reductions, there's a big opportunity to buy up a lot of stock and sell the parts separately. And you can get really creative with this. For example, say you've got a Lynx Africa gift set and it's got one deodorant can and one can of body wash. Now on Amazon, there could be two different listings. There could be a 4-pack of deodorant that sells 100 times a month and a 4-pack of body wash that maybe sells like 50 times a month. You could then say get 8 of those gift sets from your local store, open them up, split them up. You've now got 8 cans of deodorant, 8 cans of body wash. You bundle the 4 cans of deodorants together, so you end up with basically 2 bundles of 4, and then 2 bundles of 4 for the body wash as well, and you then sell those separately. To bundle them, literally all you got to do is either fit them all in one little plastic bag, like a poly bag. You can get them super cheap on eBay. That's probably my recommendation, just in terms of kind of making sure they all stay together in the Amazon warehouse. Some people will also tape them but it's a little bit, you know, it just doesn't look as good for the customer. And, you know, every now and then tape can come off and get ripped and whatever, and the whole thing splits apart in the warehouse, which is a nightmare to deal with. So probably best to polybag them. You can get some quite big polybags as well. And all you have to do is literally just polybag them, stick your FNSKU label, which is a little barcode label you put on before you send it to Amazon. You put that on the bag. I'd also recommend putting a sticker on it that says bundle, do not separate. You can get these really cheap on eBay. And that just tells Amazon staff that no, this is a 4-pack. Do not try separate them and sell them separately. This is, well, yeah, a 4-pack. This is a huge kind of like niche of Amazon. It's something that I don't have a whole lot of experience with myself because I'm just a little bit lazy when it comes to selling on Amazon. But I know plenty of people that really grind this kind of method out and are buying gift sets all year round, splitting them up, rebundling them, and making it work for the profit on Amazon. Now let's talk about another category. So toys are also another really big thing. Obviously loads of retailers buying toys in huge amounts in the run up to Christmas, and come Christmas, all of those unsold toys are going to be on discount because they're just not really selling like they are in the run up to Christmas. So there's loads of stores that do toys. All your kind of big name supermarkets, so like Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's, all of these sort of places usually have stores that stock toys. You'll find loads of reductions in January there. Smith's as well is another really good one. It's just generally an amazing store for arbitrage. But come January, they're always going to be having big sales because they specialize in toys. So there's going to be a lot of toys they buy up that haven't really sold over Christmas but still are selling well on Amazon, and they'll be even more profitable than they usually are. Calendars and diaries can be a good one. You know, 2026 calendars can be good, but there is a fairly short window to sell them. I have seen some crazy reductions on calendars, but realistically after about January, like most people by the end of January, probably by the time this video gets uploaded, they probably have already bought them. And because calendars are year specific as well, it's a questionable item to be buying this late in the year because ideally you want to have those stocked up by like November, because obviously because they're year specific, a 2026 calendar is not going to work next year. So if you don't sell it by, you know, end of February, you're pretty screwed. So stuff like that can be good, can get ridiculous ROI this time of year, but you've got to be cautious because obviously there are pros and cons to it. You might make loads of money or you might get stuck with loads of stock. So if you're not kind of ready to risk it and have loads of money sitting that you're happy to risk on that sort of stock, I'd say probably avoid that sort of category. Now in the LiveCops Discord server, we do track retail arbitrage deals across all of the UK's major retailers. Everything from Aldi to Costco to Lidl, we're tracking all of these different stores. We've got people literally on the ground visiting stores every single day trying to hunt for these deals, and they'll be posting them in the LiveCops Discord server. So if you want to save yourself a little bit of time kind of driving around stores, hunting for these deals, and just be able to literally walk into a store, already know the exact item that you're going to get, and you've already used our in-store stock checker monitors to actually check how many units your local store has. If you want all of that hard work done for you and save a bunch of time, definitely think about joining the LiveCops Discord server. So now let's talk a little bit about online arbitrage. So you're still going to be looking for the same sort of product categories. Gift sets obviously do really well. Toys as well do great, but honestly, with it being online arbitrage, you have access to so many more retailers than you do when you're just looking at kind of the major ones with stores in the UK. So you're going to have access to so many more January sales. I would start off by literally just going on Google, typing in January sale 2026 UK store or something like that, and just hunting through that list of stores and trying to find some profitable products. Definitely keep a close eye on Honey or Cooper. These are two Chrome extensions that track full discount codes on various retailers. So you'll be able to kind of find sales and then get an extra discount, which could turn that lead from something that's not really profitable to something that's a really solid purchase with that extra discount. Sites like Hot UK Deals as well can be really good for keeping track of kind of ongoing sales. And of course, in the LiveCops Discord server, we're always tracking stores from across the internet, whether it's our large team of providers, so that's our team of literally UK and Filipino based staff who are hunting for deals across the internet, to our new AI powered genius bots that are also tracking hundreds of different stores and flagging up deals wherever it finds them. And of course, this time of year, it's always good to have a look at some of that new year, new me sort of stock. So stuff like supplements, yoga mats, blenders, organization and storage, all of these sort of categories do really well this time of year. So it's definitely worth hunting for a few of those if you're doing some online arbitrage. Get some cheap yoga mats, stick them on Amazon, and just wait for the profit to hit your bank account. With most listings, the data will back up the trends year on year, where you'll be able to see a little decrease in the sales rank where it starts selling even more this time of year. So look for that for those sort of listings where they've been around for a couple of years, so you've got a bit of back data to back up your purchasing. So definitely don't be taking January off. Whilst other sellers are sleeping, this is your chance to build up your bankroll for the year. LiveCops has dedicated channels hunting for these exact clearance deals right now. You can join the free group down below to get a head start. Like the video if you are grinding through quarter one, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.